Okay, hey, beautiful manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video. And I was just making this video, and it got cut off because my niece is calling me on Messenger. Um, but yeah, so let me re-say everything. You guys, I have links in the description for coaching, guided sat scenes, guided revision scenes, and custom affirmations. And I am probably when you see this out of town, like I'm posting this in my group, but um when you guys see this like on YouTube, it'll be out of town. So yeah. But anywho, all right. So I'm talking about detaching from your thoughts, right? And so the thing about our thoughts, you guys, and why they trigger us is because usually there is an identity attached to that thought that's coming out. What I was saying when I got cut off was we've all seen the money trucks, like the big Garda trucks or whatever. And I won't say everybody, but you have that urge, like, wow, like what if I were to like get some money out of there, take a couple dollars out of there or whatever. But if you're like me, I mean, obviously we know that it's not that simple. They have guns and like they will hurt you. But beyond that though, like for me, I know that I am not a robber. I'm not a person that steals at all. I don't like doing dishonest things. So although I had that thought, I'm not worried about, am I a robber now? Like, am I a criminal? Oh my God. Like that's not right. And I'm not a good person. I'm not going to think all that because that's just a thought that went through my head. And a lot of us have, a lot of people have, intrusive thoughts or have, when you're manifesting something and you have these thoughts that are just completely opposing to your manifestation, the reason it's triggering you, and this is how you can tell that you've been doing good work on your self-concept, is it's triggering you. If it's still triggering you, it's because there's a part of you that still identifies with that person, that old story, right? So the way to detach from it is to see the thought as just a story. This is just a story that I had, right? For instance, like for me, I had a story around SP that he didn't want me, right? I was unwanted. And so like as I started to continue to work on that in my self-concept and decide that no, I am wanted. I'm wanted all the time, right? I would have a thought come up that was from that old story, right? Where I'm feeling like, oh, like, whatever, like, I'm not going to get into details, all that. By the way, you guys, I haven't told you guys in forever, but my membership is my whole SP journey. There's like, I don't know how many videos, maybe like 10 so far that's been going from the breakup up until now of everything that I've been going through, like mentally and physically with my SP. So that's where there's more details on that if you're interested. But anyways, but realizing that because like, okay, so that feeling or a thought that stems from that feeling of being unwanted would come up. And before I would identify and latch onto it because that was who I identified as, right? But see the thought as a story. Just see it as a story, you guys. It doesn't mean that it's true. Doesn't mean that this how it has to be. It doesn't mean that that you're not doing a good job or anything like that. When your thought comes up and it's opposing what you want, just decide this is just simply a story that I've been telling myself. That's it. It's a story that I've been telling myself, period. I don't have to latch onto it. I don't have to make it mean anything. I don't have to, I don't have to get upset about it. And it allows you to be detached from the thought that's coming up instead of feeling like, oh, like I'm doing something wrong and going on a whole spiral, right? Something as simple as just saying, that's just my old story. That's just a story that I was used to telling is simple enough and good enough for you to completely, like basically not to get drawn in. And not to start to identify as that type of, oh, this is just who I am, or, oh, this is just how things go for me, right? Like I said, with the whole Garda truck, I can have the thought, I kind of, man, I wonder what it'd be like if I just go and take something. But I know that I would never do that though. I know that that's not the type of person that I am, right? So I'm not worried. I'm not like, oh my God, I need to go and, get counseling because I might be a criminal, or, I have a criminal mind or whatever the fuck, you know, because I know myself and I know my identity. So that's really it, you guys. I'm not going to keep trying to go on and on and on. My brain is a little bit scrambled from like making all these videos back to back. I don't recommend this, but I've been so freaking busy, but I'm not even going to get into that because y'all don't care. But I love you guys. I'm intending that this helps you guys. Just see your thought as a story, guys. Don't stop identifying with the thought and feeling like, oh, because I had this thought, this is who I am. No. Or that something's wrong with you. No, it's just a thought. It's all kind of shit in the air. You know what I mean? It's all kind of whatever, things we hear on TV and the radio, whatever, even things that we've had our old story surrounding. It's just from that, but that doesn't mean that you're trapped. It doesn't mean that you can't change. It doesn't mean that you're never going to figure it out. It's just a story. And when you see it as just a story, you guys, it's easy to say, I can tell a new story. This might be the story that I had been telling, but I can tell a new one. I intend that helps. I know that it did. The sun is going down. Time for me to really lay it down, but I love you guys and I'll see you in the next video.